Okay, guys, here we are with day two of fixing up the reading room slash writing room slash also goofing around a little bit. I got this box here. This was so in the last one I mentioned that I bought 6 boxes and then my mom bought maybe I think another six, I think, and then I was just taking the rest of the books off the shelves, and this was the last box, and it's just overflowing with books, mostly hardcover, which are at the bottom. I'm probably gonna have to get at least 3 more boxes, probably 2 more to divide this stuff because these are like extremely heavy. Like you guys can't see them, but I've got like I think probably 4 different different like art of horror movies or art of pulp horror books that just have like a bunch of like posters in them and just a bunch of different things. We've also got like the Paul McCartney like lyrics book in there, the like slipcover two or slipcase 2 hardcover edition when that came out, and just a bunch of stuff in here, mostly books on filmmaking, filmmakers, biographies, a little philosophy stuff in here. But yeah, that's what's in this box, and just a bunch of stuff. And I'm gonna need probably 2 more boxes to split this up into to make it manageable. And I know it looks like cringy back rooms in here, but just I'm a little embarrassed to show you guys. But like, take a look at the mold. So today's goal is are gonna well, I've got to move like these 2 more out the way once I get another box to put some of that like little stuff on, because it's not really any books left. It's just like stuff I had around the room down here. So I gotta like just a little bit more emptying to do, and finding space for all the boxes. And we're gonna cover up the mold. We've got like this primer stuff to put on it and kill the mold, and we're gonna here, and take off that whatever that strip thingy is that like goes around the drywall. We're gonna like take that out and clean up the floors and stuff, and eventually I know I mentioned something about possibly tearing down the wall over here because maybe there might be like a crack like between like the actual wall and the drywall. But I had a debate about this with my mom. So I think I had a clip in the last one that was like a little out of context. And it was like a 10-second clip of like some gunk coming out of the gutter. So one of our gutters was like extremely dirty, just full of muck. Like all the other gutters were fine except for this one right here around where the water comes in. Now my mom's theory is that, oh, we had to clean it out, and that there's only flooding in the basement because it gets so full of water that the water finds a way into the basement. And she says there's probably no crack in the wall. I am team crack in the wall because I would like to see my mom wrong for once, because my mom is never wrong. She's like never been wrong a day in her life. She's just always, she ends up being right about everything, and it kind of pisses me off because it's not like one of those things where you're just like, oh yeah, my mom's right. She's usually right. She's right, like 6 or 7 times out of 10. It's like, no, probably out of like 10,000 times, I could probably just name like one time when my mom was wrong about something. Seriously, like 10,000. Like it's like I don't know. It's just like a strange, like otherworldly event if my mom's ever wrong. So I'm just like, is this gonna be the one time I'm right and she's wrong? Because sometimes it pisses me off because she's just always right about everything. I can't with her. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. So today's Tuesday. Tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and now that we some dude came yesterday and cleaned the gutter, and we'll see. We will see tomorrow when it rains if there's any water that comes in here. Now, like I said before, water doesn't come in. I think I said this before. Water doesn't come in every single time it rains, but maybe like 75% of the time. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. But yeah, I think the bookshelves are all salvageable. I only had to throw away 1 out of 7, so that wasn't so bad. The other ones didn't have like mold on them, but the one I had to throw out did, because that was like right there where the water comes in from, and it's just the back of it had a little mold, and it just wasn't salvageable. But all the books are fine. No mold on any books or anything. Everything's cool. So what we are gonna do today is I packed up 2 tote bags of more stuff to sell at Half Price Books. We're going to take a look at it in a second when I go upstairs to my room. We're going to take a look at that, and then I'm going to eat, and then we're going to go to Half Price Books again, And then after that, I have more time today since I don't have to empty the bookshelves anymore. So we probably are gonna go to the Lego store. So we're gonna go to Half Price Books, go to the Lego store, and somewhere maybe before I go to Half Price Books, I do have to get those extra boxes. So I'm probably gonna stop by Home Depot and get like 3 more boxes. And yeah, Home Depot, Half Price Books, Lego store, and I also have to probably get some gas, and I fear I will never financially recover from that. And I know I said that in the last video, like I'm not going to financially recover from this. It's not even a joke. I make like 75 cents at my job. Yeah, and also yesterday, like I was looking at the Stanley Kubrick box set, and that thing's like I think $520 shipped right now from Criterion, and it's gonna be like the month after it comes out in the Criterion sale, it's gonna be a little cheaper. It's gonna be like 300 something, but either way, I'm just like, oh my god, I'm never gonna financially recover from that. Because I have to have it. There's no way. I don't. I know I've talked about it on the channel before. Like I don't like upgrade my movies too often, but Stanley Kubrick's one of my top 5 directors. So for like my top 5 directors, in they're not really in any particular order. My top 5 directors. I just like these. I like their movies a lot. I just love them to death. But my favorite number 1 is Brian De Palma, and then kind of after him, they're all pretty much equal. But maybe can I rank them? I think maybe I'd put Stanley Kubrick at number 2. Like Brian De Palma, Stanley Kubrick. Roman Polanski, William Friedkin, and David Lynch. Those make up my top 5. So for those guys, I will probably like upgrade movies, but more often than not, I'm not upgrading movies. Like I'm fine with having most of my movies on a DVD or a Blu-ray. 4K is cool, especially if it's a multi-pack and comes with the Blu-ray and the 4K. That's always preferred. I have a few that are just one disc that's just the 4K. But yeah, for that box set, I'm just gonna have to. But I do not like how they're doing it with the discs that are gonna slide in and out of like the cardboard case. I don't know why Criterion does that, but if and when I get that Stanley Kubrick box set, I'm gonna get some extra Blu-ray cases, and then I'm just gonna pop everything out of there and put it in the Blu-ray cases. And I just don't know why they wouldn't just do it like a regular box. For those of you that have like the Friday the 13th box set, it's literally just, every movie is in its case, and then there's just a literal box to hold them in. That's a box set to me, not the big fancy like collector's thingy that's gotta look like, oh, it's gotta look at this, blah, blah. I don't know. I wish Criterion would have at least, if they wanted to do like the big fancy packaging for this, they should have done 2 options. They should have done like the big fancy one, and then they should have done like a much more affordable, like it doesn't look as fancy but it's cool, box set like how I described. So okay guys, enough rambling. I'm gonna show you guys what I'm gonna sell, and I had guessed maybe $55, and Andrew kind of guessed 47 again for this one because I sent him a little video of it yesterday, and I said 47 again. He's like, I'm just at work. I'm not even really looking at the video. I was like, okay, jerk. But he's guessing, I'm going to bump his up because I think 47 might be a little bit low for this. So I'm guessing 55. I'm going to add $10 on to Andrews. I'm changing it for him. His guess is going to be 57. So he's guessing 57. I'm guessing 55. Let's go upstairs and take a look. Okay, guys. So in the first tote, my Killer Clowns, did I show you guys it's a Killer Clowns tote? I like these little totes you get from Spirit Halloween. I've got this one and a Child's Play one, and whenever they're open in the next like 2 or 3 months, I'm gonna get some more of these. But first thing we have is like I said in the last one, I used to be a comic guy. I'm not anymore, and I was very fascinated with the history of comics. And this is the Smithsonian Collection of Newspaper Comics, and it's a big chunky book. And it's very tall. I don't know if you guys could tell, from this video, just like how big this thing is, but it's a huge book and in really good condition. And it's just something I'm gonna part with. This Monopoly. I'm pretty sure this was like a birthday gift or something that somebody gave me. I think one of my sisters gave it to me. So they're not even going to see this video anyway, so they won't know. But I got this in like 2019 or 2020, and I'm never. I never play board games. I never sit down to play them. I'm sure they just got me this because it was like horror themed, you know. So that's gonna go. I've also just got a few things like these Mike Hammer novels. I've got these three in a collected edition, and that was how I read it in the first place, was a collected edition. I can't remember why I bought these individual ones. They might have just come with like a lot or something. And yeah, I don't know. I like these three books, but I don't really need extra copies, and I figure they might give me like 40 cents more for these old copies, and I'll just keep the collected edition. Some random like horror hardcovers. John Saul Comes the Blind Fury. Never read it. My one George R.R. Martin book. Never read this one either. Fever Dream. I wanted to get rid of like some things that I never read or was probably ever gonna read. And what's this one? Michael Slade, Ghoul. Yeah, I don't know. And then, funny enough, when I was moving the bookshelves with my mom, there was one book that like I think I threw on top years ago because I was like, why is this like in my collection? And I think it came with like a random like either it came with like a blind buy, like a grab bag I was doing of comics, because I remember like years ago I did subscribe for like a month and I hated what I got in it, but I can't remember if this was part of it. There was like some comic book subscription thing where you get like a bunch of like graphic novels each month. And I tried it out, and I think I stopped after a couple months because I didn't like what I got, or it could have been from a random lot I got. But there's this book, Nothing Lasts Forever, and it's very can I describe it without getting canceled? It's just it's not for me. And yeah, I think you guys could tell what kind of comic this is. There's the back, but like it just was not for me, and I was like so embarrassed. Like, why is this in my collection, that I just threw it like on top of the bookshelves? Like I didn't want anybody to see it, and I think I was gonna like sell it or something eventually, and I just like completely forgot it was up there, and we moved it, and something fell, and I was like, what could possibly be up there? And it unlocked a memory, and that's bag one. That's tote number one. Tote two, my Barnes & Noble tote. I got this for free because I also got a free membership because I signed up for a Barnes & Noble card back in, I think in December, and they were doing this thing where if you signed up and you got the card, you get a free year of the membership, and it came with this tote. This is nothing really. This is a little advertisement thingy from Taschen. I don't know how you say the publisher's name, but I have a few photography books from them, and they mailed me the maybe like a couple months ago this free little like preview book. So I'm just throwing that in there. I have yet again a Lovecraft complete collection. Now you guys can't quite see the cover, but big chunky book with the complete Lovecraft. I already have Lovecraft. We've got some Archie comic stuff at the bottom here. Like I said, former comic book guy. I've gotten rid of like 99.9999999% of my comic book collection, and just gonna get rid of even more. I Archie comics are kind of silly, and I did kind of enjoy them, but just no, I don't need them. There's a random book, I'm never gonna read it, called The Beckoning, and it sounds to me like it's just a straight rip off of The Exorcist, and I mean maybe that'd be fun in like movie form, but I'm not gonna read it. More hardcovers. John Saul, Creature. John Saul, Sleepwalk. These were all cheap. I got these on eBay like years ago, probably for like $1 each. John Saul, Darkness, and Charles. I don't even know his last name, but it looks like Lynx is the book title. And so the hardcovers you see in this bag and the other bag, that was all like an eBay lot I got for like, I don't know, like literally like $1 a book. And then some more comic books here. We've got 5 graphic novels here. For the most part, these are all like these, like this Alice in Wonderland kind of thing, where it's really just like thirst baits, and it's just like takes on like just public domain stories that they just updated for like neckbeards, and I don't know, the art was cool, so that's why I bought them way back. These like Xenoscope titles and IDW, I think, too, in here. Oh, what is this? 30 Days a Night. But nothing I really needed. I'm not a comic book guy. I'm never gonna reread these. So I'm just, tossing those in. And honestly, I probably would have even gotten rid of some more comics, but they're just, all in the boxes here. And it's like all like down at the bottom because those were like the first things I packaged up, and I'm tired. I'm tired from moving all these and tired from the gym. It was chest day today, and I'm just not going to go through these boxes again right now, but I don't know, maybe soon. We'll see. So, oh, I don't know if you guys could hear that ambulance driving by. But anyways, yeah, so we've got these two bags. So like I said, I'm guessing 55. I'm changing Andrew's answer from 47 to 57. And we'll see who's correct. Once again, when I'm at Half Price Books, nobody let me buy anything, which should be easy because I was there yesterday, and there was nothing I needed. Right now, I'm looking for a few very specific things, and they didn't have them. Damn it, do you guys hear that train now? It's really loud. I'm like, can you guys hear me? But even though I know it's gonna be faint, it's probably barely picking anything up for you guys. But anyways, so my kind of goal that I've been doing with books right now is I'm trying to get every book that Stanley Kubrick based a movie on. Stanley Kubrick directed 13 movies, and 11 of them are based on books. Only his first two were not based on anything. And I have 6 of them. I think, yeah, I've got 6 of them, and then I've got the one Spartacus was based off is coming in the mail. I got it very cheap from eBay, like probably less than $5. And then I need 4 more. 4 more. The hardest one to get is going to be the Short Timers, which became a Full Metal Jacket. That one routinely sells like $80 to $100. When I looked into it recently, I did see a few that sold for less than that, for like in like $50 range, which is what I would pay for it at the absolute max. Just for, I'm trying to gather all of them, all the books Stanley turned into movies. That one I'd pay $50 max, but I would love to find it for like $30 if that's possible. I don't know. But that's what I'm on the lookout for. But I already know that Half Price Books doesn't have it, so I need that one. That's gonna be the toughest one to find. I also need, and the other 3 are all on Amazon, so I'm sure I'll get them eventually. They're not that expensive. But Paths of Glory and The Luck of Barry Lyndon, and then Red Alert. And Red Alert became Doctor Strangelove, which is the only Kubrick movie I didn't really like. It's like boomer humor. I didn't really like understand the movie, to be honest. But that's what I'm looking for, and I know Half Price Books is not gonna have them. But we're gonna go to Half Price Books after I eat, and I don't know. We'll look around. We'll just walk around and have fun while we're there. Okay, just got done at Half Price Books, and they gave me $30.66. Okay, I thought that was a little bit odd. So they called like this dude, Michael, like, Michael, your offer's ready. And then I guess he didn't go to the back counter, and I was just, walking around goofing. And then they called, Michael and Nasser, both your offers are ready. So I was like, okay. So I like sped right there to the counter, and they said $30.66. I'm just like, really? I was like, I don't know. I was like, did they just like mix up our stuff? Did like they give like half of my stuff to him? Because I'm just saying, I brought a lot of stuff, but I know none of it was really high value. But now here we are in the mall parking lot. I'm gonna go to the Lego store. Now, hopefully, we have the nicer staff here today. So I've mentioned it in other vlogs, but for those who don't know, there is like a really rude guy, in my opinion, that works here, and he's just such a jerk. Anytime I've gone to any Lego store or I've seen anybody go to the Lego store, you're able to pack those boxes with pieces of Legos, and just as long as it shuts, that's fine. My box shut, and he was like being very particular. Like I showed an example in a previous vlog, where like it closed, but he's like, oh no, it's gotta close like just a little smidgen more, and he made me like take out some Legos, which the Legos are from my little cousin. She's 5, and we watch her on the weekends, and me and her play with Legos, and it's for my little cousin, it's not for me. And I explained that, and he really made me put back a few pieces, because no, my billion-dollar corporation can't lose like 3 Legos. So, but there is a very nice new guy that works here. He's brand new, and he's just like very sweet and nice, actually. And then there's also this lady that works here that she's very sweet, and she gave me this little baggie one time with some free Legos in it that I had to take a picture of the instructions. They had the instructions behind the counter, and you take a picture of it, and they give you the little baggie, and then you can just make like a really simple like toy little car. Because when I was talking to her about my little cousin, she was like, oh, here, you guys would like these. And she gave me 2 of those. And so some of this, I'd say the majority of the staff I've interacted with here is very nice. But that guy, when he is at the counter, I will do anything to avoid him. So I'm here to get some Legos. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, it was like general. I can't tell you guys enough how great they are at this Lego store whenever it's not this one specific guy. So I walked in, and I wanted to get this. This is a little separator for when the Legos are hard to separate, especially when they're new. Sometimes they can be a little bit stiff. And I needed a second one of these because all the Legos, we keep them at my house. And my little cousin wanted to start taking some to her house. So we gave her some the other day. And I realized we only had one tool between the 2 of us. And I didn't want her to struggle. So specifically, I came in here for this. And they gave that to me for free. So that was really sweet of them. But I also picked up one of these big thingies. I think it's like 32 by 32 for my little cousin. Because we only have one. It's at our house. So I got her one for her house. And a little box of Legos that I just put together some of her favorite colors. So that is what I got from the Lego store. Now I should just go back home, and I'm also pretty hungry because all I had was a peanut butter and jelly today, because I thought we were gonna have leftovers of leftovers, and we did not, and I'm hungry, so I gotta probably go get something to cook. But you know what, we're in the area. Why don't we go to Disc Replay? We'll see what happens. I know I did a debacle vlog about last time I was at Disc Replay, but honestly, I talked to the manager, and he was very chill about everything, and made the situation a whole lot better. So the manager was very kind to me, and so we'll head back to Disc Replay, and we'll take a look around. Okay, guys. To be honest, I did not really want to go to Disc Replay, but my buddy Andrew kept pressuring me. He's like, please. He was like, brother, please, I have a list, please. And I was like, we're not going to find anything from your list anyways. He wants this movie, Alien Terminator, and a few other movies that they never have. They don't have here, and they don't have it at any of the video stores around him. And they're like $1 billion on eBay. It's for like doctors and lawyers. But he's like, brother, please. So I went in and we did a video call, and I'm gonna show the couple things I found for Andrew, and then I'm gonna show all the things I got. And I should never talk to Andrew while I'm in a Disc Replay, but I did get one movie for free because if a movie's under $10 and you buy 3 of them, you get one free. So we did get one movie free, and they gave me a $10 off coupon that's good next month, starting July 1st through the 15th. So I could come back next time and use the $10. So this is for Andrew. We got Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning. That was $10, and for $7, let's see. This is the extended cut of Rambo, the fourth Rambo movie. Cool. I actually want to get the set from Walmart. I think it's like $20, and then we got this has been an Andrew pick for a long time, and I've been wanting this one for a while. Not of This Earth with Tracy Lords. I love Tracy Lords, and oh my god, I just love her. Like, oh my god, if there's a Tracy Lords movie, I'm gonna watch it. Okay, I met her one time at a convention. Unfortunately, I did not get an autograph, but I gave her my comic book. She probably thought I was a nerd. My comic book is called Creepsters, and this is my interaction with Tracy Lords. Giving her creepsters and stuff, and then she's like, she just reads the title. She ignores everything I say. She reads the title and just says creepsters. It sounds like all the guys I have to deal with all the time. So next we got Don't Say a Word. So I did want to track down some Brittany Murphy movies because Andrew is a big Brittany Murphy fan, and he did a video on his collection of Brittany Murphy movies, and every single one I've watched I loved. And this one also on the disc has a Blockbuster sticker. So they had a few different copies of Don't Say a Word, but of course, I had to get the one with the Blockbuster sticker. And then we got The Dead Girl. We got Bong Water. I have nothing to say about these except they're Brittany Murphy movies. And Riding in Cars with Boys. So one of those was free. I think I spent, and I'm not done yet. I got one more big thing to show you guys. I cannot wait to watch this. We got the Beatles anthology, $20, and it's got the indent on the top, so you know it's not a bootleg. But I watched this way back when I was just a wee lad, and back in the day, you kind of had to find this stuff on certain websites because YouTube would always take it down, and some of us. Okay, I'll be straight with y'all, okay? The Beatles anthology and Let It Be, I had to watch them on Pornhub back when I was a kid. Oh my god, I was like 15. And that's how I had to watch those. And wearing a Beatles shirt, and when I walked in, they were playing Paul McCartney. I can't remember which song they were playing, but they were playing some Paul McCartney songs, and then they were playing like a bunch of like 50s and 60s stuff, and I was like, oh my god, are they playing this for me? Is it because I'm here? But okay, I'm very tired. I did not plan to spend any of this money, and now I've got to get out of here because I'm hungry, and unfortunately I spent money, but it's okay because we got some great deals. But I'm the last person that should be spending money right now. All right, now I am back with all the boxes, and I'm gonna call it a vlog now. This has been a day. There's a lot more to do, and I will have updates eventually.